What is up, everybody? We're back. I don't know what we're doing. I don't remember if we were in the middle of a thing or not. It's been a day or two. I love this picture. So, we're kind of getting closer to... Okay, let's find out where we were. Let us find out where we were. Ah, yes, Eyes on Democracy. That's right. Okay, so... Commander, I cannot thank you enough for your assistance in this matter. Unfortunately, the Fulasirs do not appear to be backing down. While the 8th has fallen back to New Syrtis to regroup and resupply, our intel has informed us that other Fulasir regiments have been deployed into the region. As the election draws closer, the threat of other assassination attempts become larger. The threat of another... Okay, yeah. I said that weird, but whatever. What's worse, the next campaign stop for candidate Owens brings him close to a military base garrisoned by the elements of the 5th Syrtis Fulasirs. We are concerned that they may mobilize to make another attempt on candidate Owens' life. This election is drawing too close to risk complacency. The Eyes of Democracy wants you to attack this garrison to ensure that the Fulasirs stationed close to the campaign do not become a threat. That's so... Look. They wrote these so weird. I feel sorry for anyone who isn't a natural English speaker, although to be fair, most people who have learned English are better at English than I am, or most normal or natural English speakers. I get that. Like Barra, I watch Barra a lot, and the guy, he consistently apologizes for a weird pronunciation that like 90% of the native English speaking population would also screw up. It's like, dude, your English is awesome. I mean, I guess at this point he's been doing a lot of content for a long time, so it kind of makes sense that he would pick it up. So again, I apologize if there's weird fan noises or anything like that. It's many degrees around here. Canada just broke, in an area not too far from me, we just broke our all-time highest temperature in Canada ever. 2 days in a row they broke it. So that's awesome. 46 point something and 47 point something. Like, ridiculous. Like, if I were to check, I don't even know what that is in Fahrenheit. But I'm going to just take a check. Take a second. That's 116 degrees Fahrenheit. Oh my god. So it's 40 degrees today. It's 104. The 40 degrees where I am, outside of the sun. In the shade is the phrase I should be using there. Alright, okay, let's get to some actual MechWarrior. MechWarrior. I accidentally said urine there. Oh, English. You're such a rascal. So, we're looking for one cicada, a bunch of vehicles, and carry... Like, all of this stuff we're going to find. This tier 2 flamer, I'm never going to find those. What is in it for me? Okay, I don't get to know. I don't get to know. 24, take the full salvage? Yeah, why not?
The nasty weather means your visibility will be limited out there and have adverse effects on your sensors.
I have 10, 15, 25 tons, eh? Not enough, not enough. I guess I could go up to the... I could go up to my Highlander, right? No. Yes. It's probably an idea. Damn, I don't want to give this archer to someone else. That's my baby. Few things are as fun as shooting that archer. Um, Would have been nice to bring the king crab, but this is a decent enough lance. 2 assaults, 2 heavies. A thunderbolt archer are decent heavies, are good heavies. Are, in fact, I would say a thunderbolt and archer are among the better heavies. But that leaves an interesting question. Why don't you tell me down below what you think the top tier, just using, I don't care what criteria, I don't care what, just don't make it specific to any one game, right? So I'm talking in universe. I'm not talking like practically in game. What your essentially your top mech from each weight class is in universe. So for me, it would probably be it might be the Highlander or the I'm gonna come back around to the assault. I'm gonna put the I'm gonna put the Thunderbolt up there. It's kind of a monster, right? And given that the BattleTech universe, like not the game universe, most of the fights are you know, between mediums and lights, and then the assault mechs show up, or the heavy mechs show up, and it's a little bit different story, but you know, the majority of combat is done in the inner sphere on the less than 50 ton scale. So
it's a little more complicated than that, Commander.
we're talking. I'm going to talk over them.
In the Federated Suns is a luxury
so
granted by the various dukes and barons that have
conversely, like, I think I'd put the Hunchback as the number one. Maybe the Centurion, because you get a couple of variants of the Centurion that are pretty solid. But overall, like, that Hunchback is hard to kill. It's got good, you know, armor. From a game perspective, it's got good hitboxes. It's got amazing punch. It's got decent speed. I mean, it's you know, fast enough to keep up with, you know, most of the mediums. And it's armored like a heavy mech, essentially. It's a brilliant mech. It's an awesome mech. That big old AC-20. And then light mech, I don't know. Honestly, it's probably the Firestarter, or even though they're kind of a death trap in universe, but they're just so beastly. And it could be something like a personal favorite is the what is it? The Hollander's 35 tons. That's pretty good. I don't know. I'm just kind of. Oh.
Focus engagement on its target.
That Cyclops is gonna melt. Oh, I didn't take it. I didn't take a. Or you're gonna go on him. So I would have to say, yeah, Hunchback for mediums. Honestly, there's got to be an honorable mention for some of the later generation Wolfhounds. I mean, the energy-based, really tough, good, just a good mech. I don't know, that's a hard one. I mean, it's such a hard one. There's so many actually, like, beastly light mechs that don't really get the... They don't get the... I mean, gotta give the Jenner some love because that thing is such a tank for how small it is. A Valkyrie. Valkyrie's a great little light fire support mech.
We're making progress, but still have a long way to
So I guess maybe I'll have to come back to that one. I would probably put. It's a toss up. It's a toss up. The Marauder is a personal actual favorite because they look badass and they're so cool and whatever. But I think that it's safe to say that the Thunderbolt is probably a better mech, particularly the jump capable one. It's a little less armor, but it's got a more diverse loadout and a more all-round capable than the Marauder is. And then for assaults, it's kind of a toss-up, right? I mean, you gotta have some love for the king of the battlefield, the Atlas. But at the same time, the Atlas isn't the most efficient mech; it's the most well-known mech, right? Like we've got. I mean, there's stuff like the Highlander being jump capable and having a nice wide range of weaponry is a really big thing. It gives you lots of different engagement ranges. Although most of the weaponry that Highlander has, an Atlas has, so whatever.
This area is on its last legs, Commander. Just one final push, and then we can all go home.
Yeah, that's a hard question. That's a hard question because it's just. Wow, really? Yeah. So anyway, that's why I'm curious about what you think watching this, because I have my opinions and I can't even establish like an actual answer based on that. So I don't expect anyone else will really be able to. But yeah, give me your top max out of each weight class, and then a little reason, because I'm curious what you're thinking.
Get back to the dropship now.
Oh, I hit him.
Great snipe shot.
That's a headshot.
That must be one of the tanks we're contracted for.
It was one of the tanks we're contracted for. Now it is scrap. Yeah, so I basically talked over this entire mission, but yeah. So I'm gonna give the edge to the Thunderbolt for the what I think the best heavy mech is. It's got all that shit, and that big old large laser that's actually scary in universe because it's the Sunbeam and it's a large bore large laser, which is weird to say. It's like the AC-20 of large lasers.
Well done, Commander. Time to collect our pay.
Oh no, there was a. I would have killed those. Oh well, you can save some money this way. There's got to be some love for the Raven. I mean, the Raven coming out in universe essentially changed how they thought about light mechs in a lot of ways, because suddenly you could build a support light mech, which wasn't always. Everything was scout, everything was kind of away from the main fight, but then the Raven is built to be kind of tough, have some offensive capability, but really to protect bigger stuff around it. And I think that's got some value in both how it changed how other mech manufacturers looked at stuff and how its own effectiveness in the combat field Just throwing it out there. Hey, it's a Shadowhawk. Blackjack and Shadowhawk. Didn't have any flamers. Alright, Blackjack. Well, I could get... Yeah, Blackjack it is. No, Shadowhawk it is. I'm dumb. Alright, well, let's check out the next one. Commander, the election is just around the corner, so this is the final chance for Duke Hasek-Davian. This is the final chance that Duke Hasek-Davian has to silence candidate Owens. Eyes on Democracy Intel has uncovered that one Count Anton Vitios, that asshole, this guy deserves to be shot. Give me a chance to shoot him. Please let me shoot him. Is leading the Full-Seer's efforts to assassinate candidate Owens on behalf of his lord, Duke Hasek-Davian. Remember, Count Vitos is the reason that it was the guy who got a bug up his ass about Justin Allard and got him pushed out, which incidentally allowed the whole duping of the Liao by Justin Allard and Hans Davian and that whole thing and triple strength Moimer and all that stuff happening. So I'm going to read this and then I think I'm going to get on my lore stand because it's like my favorite thing. Count Anton Vitos is leading the Vitios? Whatever. Is leading the Full-Seer's efforts to assassinate candidate Owens on behalf of his lord, Duke Hasek-Davian. We've tracked Count Vitos's... it's going to screw me up. He's now Vitos. Look, even though I know that's wrong. Location to a remote facility high in the mountains, the mountain ranges of Novaya Zemlya. Zemlya. If we can cut the head off this snake, we can put an end to the Full-Seer's attempts against candidate Owen's life once and for all. Given the severity of this mission, my forces and I will be joining you in the field, where we will launch a two-pronged assault. A two-pronged assault against Count Vitos' base of operations. It's risky, but if we can pincer them in, they will have no place to escape to. My forces will attack from the north while you advance on the base from the south along the primary road. Make sure no one escapes. Be warned, the southern pass leading to Count Vitos' base can be treacherous with long sight lines across the chasm. It is advised you bring battle mechs with long-range capabilities on this mission. If we are successful, Eyes on Democracy will ensure that you are repaid what you are truly owed for your services to our cause. Sweet. What's the... Oh, buddy. I think bringing an airstrike or maybe two. One's fine. Exceeds drop tonnage, eh? Well, this is not ideal. Wow. Alright, well, I'm going to run the Archer. Thunderbolt, Rifleman Zeus, probably. Travel to Novaya Zemlya. Novaya Zemlya? Hey, Kalaya. Oh, what the hell? Alphalaya Zelaya. Do Bill Diver's thing, don't worry. Shaboom Kaboom? No, what the hell does Shariar say? I mean, essentially is Shaboom Kaboom Alphalaya Zelaya. It's in the English, it is fucking... I'm sure that's not what it is, but that's what it sounds like when the voice actor does it. I'm going to look that up. I'm going to just do this thing twice in one video. I'm going to Alt-Tab to go look something up. I've never done this in 16 episodes. It says Blow Samum Alfle okay, so it's literally not gibberish, but the person who says it doesn't speak the freaking language that it comes in. He says blow sumum alf lila lila. Oh God, I can't pronounce it because I don't know how the words, but it means blow desert 1001 nights. It's where his it's a thing from. Look, it's a tangent. We had a tangent, and I'm singing a song. Yeah. No! 5 tons! 5 fucking tons! 5 tons! 5 tons! See, I'm annoyed about some things. Like, what person didn't just go through and automatically make sure each of the regional capitals were part of a industrial hub? Because they're the capital of the region. Of course they're going to be part of an industrial hub. Right? Like, landing on the Black Pearl and not being able to buy a mech is the weirdest feeling I've ever seen. Or New Avalon not being able... Oh, I think New Avalon is part of one. But still, it's like, weird. There's no other... Oh, man. And at least if the large chem laser wasn't a large... Like, there is nothing redeeming about this fucking... I'm going to go off on a rant here. There's nothing redeeming about the large chemical laser. Some of the other chem lasers, fine, whatever. But this thing is the same weight. It has the same range. It's got less heat, but if you're building a large laser build, you're already going to put heat sinks in enough to deal with that. Like, as far as I can tell, there's no redeeming features that say why a large chem laser should replace a large laser. If, however, it was a medium slot, and if medium chem lasers were in small slots, then suddenly, because just bear with me, to represent the fact that they don't have internal power, that is, right? Like, the whole point of this is that they have a large pulse laser or a large laser has some sort of energy conversion stuff built into it that allows it to turn power plant energy into beam energy, whereas a chem laser uses stored chemicals to create a beam. Like, essentially, it's a plasma beam, as far as I understand, if it were a chemical laser. I mean, not really plasma, because it's not, but really, it's excited particles. It's a particle beam, as opposed to a laser beam. Unless I've misunderstood completely how chem lasers work. Which, admittedly, is entirely possible. I am an idiot. We're coming up on what is essentially my favorite time. I mean, the clan wars are awesome. That's a really cool time, and because all the technology changes and this, that, and the other thing. But the Fourth Succession War, the moment when Hans Davian, at his wedding on Terra, stands up and says to you, my wife, Melissa Davian, yes, I give you the Capellan Confederation. And then all of the people look down, and their plates have different planets on them. And that, like, drives MacLeod, who's already batshit crazy, into a fit, and he starts, like, collecting the plates, saying that that it's part of his plans, and that, you know, right? So he's grabbing all the plates and taking as many plates with him as he can go. And then, at the moment, it's happening. They're moving. 20th of December, I think people are probably moving towards Terra. Maybe another year. Because we now have Justin Zhang is the Grand Champion of Solaris after defeating 3 mechs in Grey Naughton's Legend Killer. The only mech other than that doesn't have LRMs that I've broken 1,000 damage on, and I've broken it like 4 times with that thing. AC5s, AC2s, nothing else. It's a beast. It doesn't even use the quirks, all the quirks. It uses some of the cooldown stuff and whatever, and the range stuff, but like it doesn't even use the LBX quirks, and that felt so weird for so long. I'm leaving this up in it so you can pause it and read it if you're curious. That's more reading I feel like doing, especially because I'm already talking about something else. So this all happened, right? And then the guy, Liao Spy, Justin Allard, tried for treason and exiled, right? This is the beginning of... right after the raid on Kittery, this is essentially the beginning of Michael Stackpole's first trilogy. The Warrior, On Guard, was it On Guard, Riposte, and Coup? I think that was the order it was. Yeah. Anyway. Riposte? It's Riposte. It's not Reposit. Whatever. Again, French words. Fuck French words. So he was exiled, sent to Solaris. He fell in with the Yeezy Tong, an illegal Capellan organization. Oh no. Oh, sorry. That's... And then he went to Solaris and got his way in, jumped in as Yenlo Wang, and swapped out, created the Yenlo Wang as we know it by swapping out I believe it's a Ceres Arms AC5 or AC10 or whatever it was, and some LRMs to put the big Pontiac AC20 off of a Victor in his arm. Badass. And then he managed to drop a shot right through the cockpit, which he would have ended that with anything. Didn't need to be an AC-20, but whatever. And so, we're getting up here close to the point where we've had Operation Galahad, which ostensibly was a coordination operation to help Steiner and Davian armed forces get to know each other, considering there was soon to be the Federated Commonwealth. They were soon to kind of merge, or at least be very good allies. I don't know if the intention was for them to merge at that point, or if that was a spoken of thing. And they're going to come out of here. They're going to put some pressure on. They're going to put some pressure on to keep them from keep Kurita and Merrick from supporting the Capellans. And they're going to come down. They're going to gobble all of this up, most of the Tikhonov March, or as is now known in current, quote-unquote, is the Chaos March. And then, right, because Tikhonov is here. Where is it? It's on the other side. Town, Northwind. Okay, so there's Northwind, right? And remember, Northwind, this is where the Northwind Highlanders are from, who were a Star League era, Star League Armed Forces group that have gone, what's it called? That went mercenary when the Star League fell. And they ended up, at this point, they're working for the Capellans. And Hans Davian is going to return Northwind to them in order to secure their loyalty. And have them, well... Yeah. Tikhonov, I don't know where Tikhonov is. I can't find it, and it's weird. There it is. Oh, so it's right now actually held. Whoa. Oh, yeah, right. Okay, so, we're looking at angle. So they're going to come in here. They're going to run through this. They're going to take all the... So Outreach is even in. Because they haven't given Outreach to the Wolf's Dragoons yet, have they? They have to take it first. Yeah, so they're gonna carve this thing down to essentially this choke point somewhere here, right? Sitsang, or yeah, Saint Andre This is all St. Andre Way. Kai Fang. Okay, so this is the old, and then we're gonna have High Spire. This is where this is where Romano Leo's planet, kind of. St. Ives. Okay, so St. Ives is gonna come up to. Does it come up to Kai Fang? Kai Fang? I can't pronounce Chinese. I can do stuff like Tsit Sang, which is probably wrong, but that seems right. Yeah, so they're gonna come in and they're gonna start gobbling up, and this essentially this little bloop is gonna turn into St. Ives. Here, right, with Tang down here. Is it Tang? Yeah, it's Tang. And St. Loris. The Duchy of St. Ives will happen. And then they're going to push all the way down to Capella. They're even going to take Capella. Yeah, I think they push all the way down here. Essentially gobble all of this up. It's somewhere around this kind of line where the Fourth Succession War kind of stops. It's where they hold. And then there's going to be an attack on... well, we know Mallory's world. This is where Prince Victor, Ian Davian died. I want to do a video about that. Where is that place? Okay, so there's Kentaris. That's a planet that lives in ignominy. Kentaris massacre. That was one of the things that brought about the new rules that we have to follow. So what I'm looking for is the planet. I thought it was up here. I guess it's not. It's hard to tell with all this stuff being a little bit different. But anyway, so there's a planet up here. It's where most of the Federated Suns jump ship stuff is kind of made. They can't really make stuff, but they can still kind of. They have one of the few kind of semi-operational jump ship factories still going. Oh, there's Galatia, the old mercenary hub, until Outreach is gonna become that in a few years here. Yeah, I can't find it. But anyway, right at the end of the third or fourth succession war, first what becomes the first Cathal Ulthans. Oh, is it Cathal? It's got to be Cathal. Yeah. Where's Cathal? Is that it? Yeah. Anyway, I don't know where it is. Doesn't matter. I always had it in my head that it was up here somewhere. Anyway, so the first Cathal Ulthans. That's a weird word. It starts with U. Words just should never start with U in the English language. Are brought to stop an attack by the Capellan version of Fox 5s or the Death teams. Death Commandos, which is super original. So they're sent there. Morgan Hassig Davian, the son of the guy who's we're screwing over right now, who is currently studying, who is serving on New Avalon, is sent to lead it, and he spends the entire war saying, "I'd like to help, I'd like to help, I'd like to help," and then finally Hans Davian says, "Okay, I have a job for you, because I need to send you because I cannot have it fail, and you're the only one I trust to do it." So, and then he gives them secret orders. So essentially, he says, "Go defend this," which he does handily, and then pack your shit up. We got a guy we got to pick up on What the hell is the capital of Cyan? So after that, they fucking whipped their way down to Cyan, do a combat drop in the Imperial City to rescue Justin Allard. That's at the end of the Fourth War. Also revealing the triple strength Moimer that had been stolen, quote unquote stolen by the Capellans, was faulty, right? That's where TSM, the original version of TSM, if you didn't know, the original version of TSM had ignited in the presence of a certain chemical, a gas, to be precise. So they landed their dropship over the Imperial City, fired out all these canisters, and then as soon as they popped a hole in the armor of a mech, its muscles literally lit on fire. Because to that point, they'd only managed to equip what warrior house was it? It was one of the warrior houses that was responsible for defending Cyan. It was House... I don't know, it was Ion Rush's house. House Amara. It was House Amara. That's what it was. Right, so... the Federated Sons intentionally leaked early research results regarding TSM to the Capellan Confederation during the Fourth Succession War. The Capellans were quick to copy the tech, and the mechs of Warrior House Amara, who guarded the Capellan capital at Cyan, were equipped with TSM first. Unbeknownst to them was the fact that this early version of the improved Moimer reacted violently when exposed to a certain gaseous agent. The Cathal Althans took advantage of this during a raid on Cyan to extract double agent Justin Zhang Allard at the end of the war by fogging the entire area with the green gas. This led to violent chemical reactions whenever the armor of a defending Amara mech was breached, rendering them incapable of mounting an effective defense. Like, literally, they would hit it, and the armor would break, and then the leg would just fail. Because all of the muscles that were holding it up just melted, or caught fire, or whatever. Yeah. And then TSM became better because they fixed it, and it ended up having its triple strength only in a very peak. That's where the TSM as we know it now comes from, which is to say it works when there's no. It works when there's no. Okay, so how do we do this? I still need another mech, don't I? 65, 70, 70, 70. 21. How much did I need? I didn't even write it down. I think I needed... Yeah, I think I can't take this Archer. I have to... This guy's 4 million. I might have to do this with 3 mechs. Might have to just do this with 3 mechs. There's no way. I can't. I just spent 20 minutes talking. Oh, yes! Ew! Well, actually, that's kind of what my normal... See, I've been a Davian loyalist in MechWarrior Online since the first day that they made that a possible thing. Like, when Faction Warfare first came out, I pledged Davian loyalty. And it's never willingly come unpledged, even when Davian wasn't involved in Faction Warfare at all because of where stuff was happening. That first generation of Faction Warfare where it was bad. Well, I mean, it's still bad, but... $44, $45. We got... oh, yeah. Some of these guys. I'm not losing pilots. I bought extra pilots under the assumption that I was going to lose pilots, and I haven't lost any. News. I've jumped around a lot. Nope, nothing. February 1st, 3028. We are coming up on it. We are coming up on it. It's like May or April 3028. 20 August. So I was wrong. It's in August. On 20th of August, 3028, 6 months after her 18th birthday, Hans Davian married Melissa Steiner. The leader of every successor state was there, including their aides, heirs, and other VIPs. At the wedding reception, Hans Davian uttered one of the most quoted lines in Intersphere history. My dear, that's truncated. I give you the compelling confederation. To the leaders of the Inner Sphere, it seemed like this touched off the Fourth War. But in fact, troops had already invaded the day before. Interesting. Oh, that's right. That's right. That's right. That's right. Holy shit. So all this time that we've been fucking sticking our thumb in the eye of this guy who's trying to edge out an election, the Duke Hasek-Davian, Michael Hasek-Davian, was feeding information to the Capellans at this moment, right now. He was a double agent. He was the Capellans' double agent, and the Fedcom had their double agent. Oh. This rifleman's like, I gotta get closer. I have medium lasers. Like, no. Whoa, Archer.
Focusing fire.
Rifleman, you just... Thank you.
Target acquired.
Group target received. Coordinating on attack.
Alright, where's that Archer? Okay, he's ejecting, weird. Did he kill that Archer? No, it's running away.
Shared target identified.
Archer's like, guys. Bang, bang. Alright, PPCs are satisfying. And this Marauder is running way cooler than I remember PPC Marauders running. Must be the difference between this and MechWarrior Online. Okay, well the Rifleman back-tanked a bunch of stuff, which is not ideal. We're at an hour and 25 minutes. I'm gonna aim for this video to be the normal 45. So I'm not sure what you're gonna lose, but suffice it to say there's some maybe I'll do the speed up thing worked so weird last time.
Heavy metal spotted.
That's a blackjack. That's nothing heavy.
Attention, mercenary lance. You are outnumbered and outranged here. You are jeopardizing a lawful election for Trade Federation president. You are hereby ordered to stand down. Give up your assassination plans, and we might just take you in instead of destroying you. This is your final warning.
I like how we're the assassins.
Assassination plans. They think we're the ones plotting to kill a candidate. Something's not adding up here. feeling we're being played here, Commander. Vaughn has been setting us up from the start. Don't shoot. We are standing down. We believe we have been set up by our employers.
A shame you didn't have the decency to die on us. But no matter. I just want to thank you for taking out those security forces for me. Owens is wide open now. Contact North Ridge. Unidentified bottleneck force approaching the facility. Defend the candidate at all costs.
Fusilier forces, we are moving to assist. Please, do not fire upon us.
Affirmative. Stand by to receive IFF codes. Make no mistake. When this is over, you are to shut down and surrender to us until we can sort this whole mess out.
I think that's the best we can hope for given the circumstances. Defend that facility, Commander. This will go down much better for us if we can successfully defend.
Was that friendly?
from Vaughn's forces.
I think that was probably friendly.
You mercenary fools are all the same. You take your payment with no questions asked. Now the real security detail is in shambles, and Owen's head is in our grasp. That just leaves you as the only loose end.
There's Vaughn. All right, Commander. Let's show him that nobody makes a patsy out of us.
Even if you kill me, the Fed will take you leave after what you've done to them. You will die here today, mercenary. Dynasty unit taking enemy fire.
Alright, Draven's dead.
Let's take that tank apart.
Did you honestly think I cared about the life of some legislator?
Ammo low, 16 left.
Acquired. Target destroyed. New target vindicated.
Target acknowledged.
Alright, just step on something. Alright, asshole.
The base is taking on heavy fire. Structural integrity is at 75% capacity.
System offline.
Okay, so these are... Oh my god! What happened to...
New target captured.
Focus target updated.
Ejection procedure. I'm going critical.
Target received. Engaging.
Target acquired.
Oh, there's that rifleman. Dual Gauss rifleman. Oh no!
New target Warhammer.
Target destroyed.
acquired.
Lance target received. Can't keep this up. I'm being torn to a scrap here.
Target destroyed. Target acquired. Target destroyed. Target acquired. New target rifleman.
Focus target updated.
Target acquired. Keep clear. Depleting. Target acquired. New target calibrate.
Mayday. Component lost. Need defensive support.
Target destroyed. Target acquired. Target destroyed. Target acquired.
Left target received. Shared target identified.
Acquired.
Half of the base has been destroyed. We have to protect Owens.
Incoming communique from Vaughn, Commander.
Alright, let's try this again.
Commander. Eyes on Democracy's intel places Count Vidios in a remote facility in the mountains up ahead.
This guy sounds so pleasant now, but at the end, just now, at
While you
you know,
approach
back
from the
there,
south.
when he
Together, we
went
can
all
lock
bad guy,
Count
he
Vidios
sounded
in.
so evil,
The
and
Count
I
is the
don't
primary
understand.
target, so ensure that he does not escape.
Let's get a move on, Commander. Vaughn is counting on us.
What drives a man like Count Vidios to attempt to kill fellow countrymen?
It's well known that Vitios is a close ally of Duke Hasek Davion. Doing the Duke's dirty work is a surefire way to gain the Duke's favor and raise his own standings within the political world of the Davion court. Fusilier forces spotted on the ridge. Move in, Commander, and take out those hostiles.
At requested location.
I also want to realize I'm not on my... I always forget to do this. Diamondback, MWO, and then I'm also gonna close Cursed Launcher. Why is Cursed? Oh, Epic Launcher. It's not Cursed. I'm dumb. Okay. Let's let's kill the first thing that I see here.
Good kill, Commander. That mech is going critical. Target received. Engaging.
Good kill, Commander. That mech is about to go critical.
Incoming missile.
Aim's a little bit better this way.
Target received. Engaging.
I'm gonna hit the. I'm gonna whip the rock with my. Missed it. Okay. Not that much better. He used to be really good at the torso.
Target destroyed.
All right. We are off to a way better start here. We got a blackjack coming though.
Falling in behind you.
Don't walk off that ledge like an idiot. Please don't walk off that ledge like an idiot. That would be unadvisable. I guess we don't have a blackjack anymore. It makes no sense when it shows up and when it doesn't. The reason I wonder about that is I saw when I was watching. I won't lie. Ah! Don't fall. Okay, I'm falling. Oh, they're gonna fall too. Fuck. Forward. Anyway, I can't remember who I was watching do this. It's just when I popped into stream, and they got. They ended up fighting that lance plus a blackjack from down below, the one that we killed. Oh, I don't know. About halfway. I don't know. The one that jumped us about the time we were fighting the second group. All right. So that airstrike on the Warhammer and stuff. I'm not sure if that was worth it. I mean. Not on a Warhammer. I didn't soften him up.
Battle mech spotted.
See? I knew he was here somewhere. It's okay, we'll get him.
Starburst, reporting visual contact. Hostiles.
I took a hit. Far more of a hit than I needed to by standing still. What? This guy being down below really fucks with me. I have to just wait. I'm gonna just wait. We're gonna wait while I roll smoke. I'm smoking inside now. I said this last time. I've lived in this house for 5 years until this heat wave hit, and it's like a gazillion degrees outside. I have never smoked in my house, and now I'm like, I don't want to go outside. Outside sucks. Somebody with better ammo hit him. I shouldn't use AC5 shots on that. God, my arm hurts.
Tango down.
Damn COVID shot. They use like the tiniest needle too. It's hilarious. I think about when I was a kid, and I was so scared of needles, terrified. But it's because they basically used fucking horse needles back then. Like, I'm not even that old. I'm only 35. 35? Yes, I'm 35. Like, come on. Right? Like, I'm not that old. But still, it's like, wow.
Enemy destroyed.
Oh. Not that much cockpit armor on that guy. All I gotta do is hit him a couple of times.
Enemy destroyed.
New target near the
Target destroyed.
I'm gonna try this again.
Alpha 1-1, read you 5x5. Standing by for the fireworks. Sierra 2-1, out.
Stand by for packaging. Target is 2 Foxtrot Sierra.
That was our last go with the airstrike. The rest is up to us.
acquired.
Weapon systems have redlined. I need to eject.
Well, that's way better. So, was that worth it? Well, I don't know. I didn't take damage there that I shouldn't have. And we have cataphracts to deal with. That Warhammer and that Jaeger mech had a lot more range potential, or bursty range potential than we did. So I think that was the way. I mean, there was what? There was what? 4 AC2s and 2 AC5s and 2 PPCs in that 3 mechs, which is ridiculous. Without the Artemis launchers, I'm basically set up to sand people down, and then exploit with the rifleman and the
You
marauder.
are
But
ranged here. You are jeopardizing a lawful election for Trade Federation president. You are hereby ordered to stand down. Give up your assassination plans, and we might just take you in.
so,
instead of
did we get
destroying
caught
you.
up in a
This is your final
in a
warning.
Maskirovka operation?
Assassination plans.
Like
They think we're
this
the ones
this whole
plotting to
thing,
kill a
like this
candidate.
smacks of
Something's not adding up
Capellan,
here. I have a feeling we're being played here,
Capellan
Commander. Thorne has been
counterintelligence
setting
or
us up from the
intelligence
start.
operations.
Don't shoot. We are standing down. We believe we have been set up by our employers.
Shame you didn't have the decency to die on us. But no matter. I just want to thank you for taking out those security forces for me. Owens is wide open now.
All right.
Contact
So if I
Alpha
recall
Edge.
correctly here,
Unidentified bombing
there's a
force
fucking
approaching the
demolisher
facility.
that's gonna
Defend the candidate at all costs.
F1, F3.
Fusilier forces, we are moving to assist. Please, do not fire upon us.
Affirmative. Stand by to receive IFF codes.
IFF.
Make no mistake. When this is over, you are to shut down and surrender to us until we can sort this whole mess out.
I think that's the best we can hope for given the circumstances. Defend that facility, Commander. This will go down much better for us if we can successfully defend Owens from Bourne's forces.
Raven.
You take your payment with no questions asked. Now the wheels
Oh yeah, he called them Fed rats. He's a Capellan. 100%.
Dynasty unit taking enemy fire. Did you honestly think I cared about the life of some legislator?
Target destroyed.
Core base, be advised. Dynasty unit has gone critical.
Enemy destroyed.
Okay, we're gonna go this way. We're gonna deal with this Vindy.
Wilco, focusing fire.
Acquired.
Confirm. Enemy mech on its heels. Your efforts have been for nothing.
Combat vehicle rolling in. Be sure to take it apart.
The base is taking on heavy fire. Structural integrity is at 75% capacity.
Target is down.
I'm a little concerned about the firing line on the other side of this base. He's still at 66%.
Tango, eliminated.
New target rifleman.
Group target received.
You guys hit him. You.
On the move. Following. Tango assigned.
Well, on the upside, you're not dead. Oh, his cockpit fell on itself. He's dead.
Target destroyed. Target acquired. Hit critical. Target destroyed.
Lens target received.
Okay, let's just chill here until this guy comes down. We got cataphracts up here. I can't get up there.
New target Warhammer.
I need him to come down here. Well, or the archer can just kill him. F2. 1.
Focusing your target.
Form on. Form on
Guys,
me.
half
Form
of
on
the base
me.
has been destroyed. We have to protect Owens.
Moving.
New target Calibrated.
Fucking going straight for my legs. Crazy. Alright, well that dervish will
Forming
just...
on you.
We'll just go this way. We're gonna swing around the base. I'm gonna try and get a...
Target acquired.
Negative.
Focusing on fire on target.
Oh god, they're gonna leg me. They're gonna leg me again.
Enemy mech compromised.
That's enemy mech compromised. That means my legs are gone, right? Okay, I got one
Target
leg.
destroyed.
Oh! I accidentally fat fingered my Come on, go down. Oh,
System offline.
yeah. Keep trying to send the dual PPC shot because he's Giving me the perfect back shot.
Target acquired.
Forgive me, old base. My target got
Destroyed.
Target received. Engaging.
Oh! Sorry, bub. Gotta walk through your shit. Alright, we're gonna do this. These guys can handle him. I don't need to do anything but... Oh, I bet you I can get a shot over this stuff. Take his other leg.
Completed.
That was a good use of my last few autocannon
Nice
shots.
work, Commander. That piece of crap deserved his demise.
41%. We did it. We did it.
Surrendered to the Davion authorities, letting them know what has transpired. We'll have
Used
to
all
do
my
some
ammo.
talks, but we should be cleared
Got
of
my
any
peeps
wrongdoing
back
once
still.
the evidence has been presented. Just to be sure,
You're
though,
in good shape.
let's pick up Vaughn's mech
You're in good
case
shape.
our efforts are not rewarded.
Well, you're kind of fucked up, but
Target acquired.
I like how that vehicle just didn't matter. All right, well, this is going to be a little bit of a long one. I'm not sure how it's going to get edited up. That first failure was, well, too much. Between that and all the random lore talking that I never do, but decided to do this time. Okay, so we have no Gauss rifles. I was hoping I'd get those, but that's fine. Oh, this is the counter. This is the ECM cataphract, eh? Let's do it. Let's take that one. All right. Well, hey, you know what? That went pretty well. I mean, I got fucked up, but if this Marauder was dead, this Marauder's dead. What can you do, right? All right. There's another one? Oh, claim. Okay. Commander, the Ministry of Information, Intelligence, and Operations has examined the contract, crew testimonies, and transmissions you've shared with the man you knew as Sylvan Vaughn. After a thorough review of your provided intel, the MIO have cleared you and your mercenary company of all wrongdoing. I am here to debrief you on this matter. Scrolling down, so I don't have to do this. Yeah, I can get it all in one. I don't have to. Okay. The man you knew as Sylvan Vaughn was a ghost. The MIO had no information on him or his motives prior to your techs pulling his carcass out of his mech's cockpit and handing his body over to us. Well, okay. And the information he shared with you about Candidate Owens was misleading to say the least. It is true and well known throughout the Capellan March that Caspar Owens is an outspoken critic of Duke Davian. But what Vaughn didn't tell you is that Owens is also a staunch international trade hawk, running on a platform of pushing heavy tariffs on interstellar imports from the Capellan Confederation as his primary running issue. Running on a platform... Oh, God, really? Our ongoing theory is that House Leo did not take too kindly to this and dispatched Maskirovka agents, there we go, to kill Owens. When the Sirtis Fulasirs guarding the candidate proved to be too much for them on their initial attempt to take Owens out, they hired you to guard them and disrupt the Fulasirs enough to provide them with another window of opportunity. While it was your transgressions against the Sirtis Fulasirs that gave Vaughn his best window to complete his mission, had it not been for your actions in Novaya Zemlya coming to Owen's defense and destroying Vaughn's strike team, I doubt Owens would be here today. Due to your impromptu assistance in defending his life, the AFFS and the MIO have agreed to drop all charges against you and honor the payout and salvage rates of your MRB-backed contract. You have a grateful President-elect Owens to thank for our generosity in this matter. I would advise that in the future you pay closer attention to who your Merc company gets into bed with. The AFFS and the MIO will not be so lenient if you are ever caught pulling a stunt like this again. Now, take your seatbelts and your salvage and get the hell out of my system. Alright, cool. We have a rifleman. I have no idea what shape. I shot its legs off. Okay, whatever. I'm not going to argue. Lost 2 heat sinks. Alright, let's roll to somewhere to fix this up, and then I'll wrap it up. Alright, well, yeah, I'll do the fixing up in between. Thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed this. This is going to be a little bit longer episode than we're used to, but I'll see what I can do edit-wise to cut down the crap. We'll see. Alright, cool. You have yourselves a wonderful day, morning, eat. Well, you know the drill by now. All of those times that, you know, possibly could happen. Whenever those are, you enjoy it and have a good one. Okay. See ya.